our souls at stake. Let's give it our best. Let's take them back to the Bible.
Welcome to Reaching the Lost Success Strategies. I want to talk about something called bottom-up evangelism. Now, when we look at the New Testament, we know that the church is overseen by elders. It's top-down. In other words, you have the elders. It's the highest office or position on earth for the church. Churches are autonomous. The local eldership oversees bishops, shepherds, pastors, that local church. We know that preachers are normally utilized by elders for the training purposes. Preachers are preaching and teaching. It's top-down. And so if you want to develop an evangelistic culture, the elders, they need to lead the effort, right? The preacher needs to be providing the training and be an example of the believer. What happens when you're in a congregation and it's just not possible? Maybe there's just very poor leadership. There's no eldership. The men are just not focused. They're not working well together. Maybe you're at a congregation and the preacher, his sun is setting. He just doesn't have the strength that he once had. Maybe he's not an evangelist. What happens when you're at a congregation, you want to reach the lost, but the leadership isn't providing the framework and they're not training and feeding the flock and so that they can accomplish the Great Commission in your local area? Let's talk about bottom-up evangelism. So I don't know a congregation anywhere that would forbid their church members from reaching the lost. So build a coalition of the willing. You're certainly not the only one. Find other members in your congregation, okay, that also want to reach out, that also want to help bring the lost to Christ, and work with them. Meet in your home, meet at the church, and begin sending cards, collecting contact information. Ask the person in the announcements, hey, if someone knows someone that's sick or needs encouragement, would you let us know who they are? Add them to your prospect list and begin prospecting those contacts. Who's going to say no? Let's not send food to those in need. Let's not send cards. Let's not pray for them. I don't know any church, or certainly not violating the desire of an eldership or circumnavigating a preacher by doing that. They're going to want that. And maybe we need some of our church members just to begin doing the work. Okay, so if you do the work, what's going to happen? Well, others are going to see it, and more than likely, they're going to want to participate. So let's just put this scenario together. You're at the church, you're sending a few cards, you're grabbing some prospects, and then, I don't know, you invite someone out to dinner, or you take them food, or you go and make a visit, and you ask them, what do you think about our church? And they say, well, man, we love it. Well, thanks for all those cards. Well, if you'd like to know a little bit more about our church, we'd love to have you to the house sometimes. We'll fix dinner. And they come over to the house, you fix a dinner, you transition to that Bible study. And, as you've been meeting maybe with just a few Christians, you're teaching them how to use back to the Bible, or does it matter, or believe the Bible, or open Bible study, or searching for truth, or some other faithful method. And so now you got a tool, and maybe you've even provided a few of these tools for the members, and they're having someone in their home and they're conducting a Bible study. And so you conduct a Bible study, and let's just say that person at the end of the third booklet says, hey, we need to become Christians, and now you need a baptism. So you call the local elders or preachers or leaders and say, hey, we've got someone we've been studying with. They want to become a child of God. And so you go to the building and you have this baptism. It's a wonderful experience. Now, I've actually known this to take place. And I've known on a Sunday when an elder or preacher gets up there and says, now look what we've done. This is exciting. And let me share with you what's happened here at the church. And they begin recounting or talking about this good work that's going on. And you're sitting there in the pew. And this could easily be one of those moments when Satan overcomes you. You get your feelings hurt. Pride gets in the way. And you say, well, man, I did that. You guys didn't want anything to do. I tried and you wouldn't lead. And you could ruin what you've started. Instead, you should let them jump on in. Brother, it doesn't matter who gets the credit. To God be the glory. And so now success breeds success. So that one conversion gets more people involved. Now maybe they're ready to lead. Maybe they just didn't understand. People don't know what they don't know. Maybe you're an evangelist and you know, but they didn't. Bottom-up evangelism, you're building a coalition of the faithful so that you can reach the lost. Man, to God be the glory if that's how you need to do it. We need to help some of these churches develop evangelism. If you can keep from leaving and going somewhere else, but yet build it up in the local area, please do that. Help these local churches see the need for evangelism, because that's how churches grow. That's step number 6. Growth comes from evangelism. Bottom up. Build your coalition. Train the saints. And I guarantee, to God be the glory, there's not an elder or preacher out there that's going to stand in the way of helping people go to heaven. That's our mission. That is the commission. May souls be saved.
We just plant and water, then watch God see the increase start. There are souls at stake. Let's give it our best. Let's take them back to the Bible.